Most people when they move here just look at list price, square footage, school ratings, but you're gonna miss what the tax rate is, if it's a MUD or PID, what your daily commute is actually going to look like, and if it's going to be a nightmare for you, builder cost upgrades, and what the development timeline of the community looks like. This is in a MUD, which we'll get into in just a moment. But something you do need to be aware of, and this is in so many North Texas communities, especially newer ones, is either a MUD or a PID. Now this one is in a MUD, and the MUD is a 0.8% tax rate. So an extra 0.8% on what the county evaluates your home at each year. Now, something else to consider, we touched on it earlier, is with the taxes and that MUD and PID. It's where a lot of especially out-of-state buyers are going to be shocked, like 2% property tax. This one is with the MUD, they're going to be closer to about 20-ish in this community. So keep in mind that a $700,000 home in one community in Celina is not going to have the same payment as a $700,000 home in another community, and it could be because one is in a MUD and one is not. For example, this one, you have a 0.8% MUD tax, which, doing some quick math in my head, let's call it on a $1 million home, it's an extra $8,000. I think I'm right on that a year that you're going to pay in taxes, versus if you go to one that doesn't, you're saving $8,000 a year just because you're not in a MUD, which is almost $600 a month. Okay, I just did the math. It was $8,000, but it's about $660 a month you save. So not bad, quick math, but just keep that in mind. So keep that in mind. Now the overall tax rate without the MUD is around 2%. So your effective tax rate is about 2.8%, which isn't uncommon in Celina, but there are several that are much lower. So I would encourage you to weigh out your options of, if you find one for 2 or 2.2, you get the same amenities and home for the cost. I wouldn't let it be a deal breaker, but I would crunch some numbers on that.